The Legal Aid Society is more than just a law firm for low-income New Yorkers. The Legal Aid Society has served as a law firm that actually helps to break the cycles of poverty, whether it's foreclosure and tax, consumer law, more generally bankruptcy, trust and estates over issues with deeds. So many of my former clients I've seen in less than a generation have dug themselves out of poverty and have created those opportunities for their families. The Economic Equities team works to protect clients' assets, promote economic opportunity, and build generational financial self-sufficiency for families and communities.
Bankruptcy is a powerful tool that allows people to be relieved of their debt burdens, and it allows people to get a fresh start. When Alex came to us, she was struggling with a 6-figure student loan debt.
I went to college in 2019. I was the first person in my family to go to college, but I come from a really poor family of immigrants, so I didn't really have any kind of financial help. I went to college and I graduated, and I was really happy about going to college. But then as soon as I graduated, all these student loans companies were asking me for over $1,000 a month.
She was dealing with the stress and the anxiety of the debt collectors coming after her.
I tried to figure out all the different ways that I could possibly pay for this. If I worked 70 hours a week, maybe I could afford these payments.
Alex had pursued higher education in hopes that it would open doors for her and allow her to earn a nice income enough to be able to repay the debt.
It's really hard to find lawyers that do bankruptcy specifically for student loans. Natalie was the only one that was I did this for myself and I can do it for other people.
I was able to file a Chapter 7 bankruptcy for her, along with an adversary proceeding to litigate the student loan debt.
And I don't know if I really could have done this without having that kind of level of support. That lowers the stress levels a lot, because then I'm not going through this by myself.
My clients, I see such a change in them after they're relieved of their debt burdens. Everything changes. Their health improves, their relationships improve, and they are able to move forward and live in their purpose. Alex is intelligent and talented, and she has big dreams of being a curator for artists of color. The next steps are we're going to continue through the litigation process in bankruptcy court to seek discharge of the student loan debt. I'm optimistic by this summer that we will have everything either settled or discharged. And I hope that relieving her of this debt burden will open the doors for her to live her dreams. It's a whole new world after bankruptcy. Within Economic Equities, we handle everything from home foreclosures to community development for small businesses, as well as individual bankruptcies.
We're grateful for partners like the Federal Home Loan Bank of New York, who support our economic equities work.
So at the Federal Home Loan Bank of New York, all of our funding for our housing and community development programs comes directly from our private earnings. We use the income that we generate from executing on our foundational liquidity mission to help address key issues across our region. We focus on supporting everything that helps communities thrive: housing, economic development, small business initiatives, accessibility efforts, and more.
The Federal Home Loan Bank of New York's Community Investment Team works to identify opportunities for the bank to help address housing and community needs across our district, which includes New York, New Jersey, Puerto Rico, and the U.S. Virgin Islands. Through these efforts, we recognize an opportunity to work with legal aid in support of the Economic Equities Project, knowing how critical housing stability and security is in our communities across our region.
For the past 3 years, we have provided funding support to Legal Aid's Economic Equities Project. We know that a stable home is the foundation from which individuals, households, and communities grow. And Legal Aid's housing justice helps preserve this steady footing for so many.
As a privately capitalized cooperative, the Federal Home Loan Bank of New York helps community lenders advance housing and community growth by delivering on our mission to provide our members with access to prompt, on-demand funding. The FHLB&Y supports local lending efforts and promotes broad financial stability.
Organizations like Legal Aid, who are critical to the health of communities across our districts, are the perfect partner for these efforts, and we're proud to provide that support.
Helping to strengthen Legal Aid's capacity to provide this critical support by providing funding to the Economic Equities Project reflects our commitment to growing communities and making a direct and lasting impact in the lives of households and families across our district.
In 2024, we reached a new milestone for our flagship community offering. More than $1 billion in affordable housing program grants were awarded since the program's inception. This funding comes directly from our earnings. In total, these AHP grants have supported 2,111 projects, helping to create or preserve more than 105,000 affordable homes while leveraging an estimated $19 billion in total development investments. In 2024 and 2025, we have made record amounts of funding available through a wide range of grant programs. All of us at the Federal Home Loan Bank of New York are honored to accept this year's Servant of Justice Award. It is our honor to continue to work with our member financial institutions, housing and community partners to help find supportive, innovative solutions to New York's housing challenges.
For low-income New Yorkers, financial freedom is more than just paying off a debt or trying to make ends meet. Financial freedom is the ability to live with dignity, to make better choices for your family, and to break the cycles of poverty for yourself and future generations.